can see has very small legs and very low to the ground. That allows it to push through the leaf litter seeking its food. You can see it crawls. If there was a dachshund in the lizard world, it would be the blue-tongued skink. Okay, another brave volunteer. How about you, young man? Same game. Stand up here, reach in here, and tell me what you feel without looking. Ha! You knew it was coming. What do you feel? Fur? Fur. All right. Give him a big hand. He didn't flinch. In fact, it does have fur. And what animal would live in a pouch having fur? Marsupials. Marsupials live in pouches. In fact, this is a marsupial. It is known as the Bennett wallaby. This is a medium-sized wallaby. Now, the only difference between wallabies and kangaroos is size. You have to remain seated and hold up your hand, and I will come with you. Get a seat. If you didn't get a chance to pet it after the show, we can do that. But it's important for the animals not to be afraid and not be surrounded. This is the Bennett wallaby. The only difference in a wallaby and a kangaroo is size, much like a horse and a pony. Wallabies are smaller than kangaroos, but still a member of the kangaroo family. Now, the Bennett wallaby grows to a size of 35 pounds and about knee-high or 2 foot tall. Now, wallabies and kangaroos are marsupials, but another name for a marsupial is a macropod. Macro means big, pod means foot. So they're known as Bigfoot. And you can see the size of those claws. Well, in fact, kangaroos and wallabies only have 2 methods of defense: fight or flight. That means fight or run. Fight or run. And what they do to fight, they will rock back on their tail, kicking with both feet, and with those claws, they'll rip you open. Now, you notice these animals are very, very calm and very, very tame. The reason why is I take them from a young age and bottle feed them. Although they come from Australia, they will never return to Australia. I cannot send them back to Australia. So their fate is to live in captivity. So by me taking them and let kids handle them, or taking to this scary environment of the livestock show, from a very young age they get used to scary things in a captive environment, such when they grow up very stress-free and very well adjusted. So by all of you petting them, you're allowing them to live a stress-free, long, wonderful life. This is the Bennett wallaby from Australia. Now, another macropod or marsupial that will be very small is the Dama wallaby, one of the smaller members of the wallaby family. Now, this one's already 4 months old. Now, Dama wallabies only get to be the size of a rabbit, or 6 pounds. So they're very nervous because everything is trying to eat them. So they're very nervous. So again, by us touching, petting, getting them used to very scary things, they will live a long, happy life in our captive environment. Now, kangaroos and wallabies are marsupials. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. It's very important. They are marsupials that are born only after 28-day gestation, at which point they come out of the birth canal, migrate to the pouch on their own. They're naked and blind, the size of the end of a child's pinky. And also, they go in the pouch attached to the mammary gland, where they stay attached for about 3 months, at which point they will detach, begin growing hair, opening their eyes, and poking their head out to see the world. And you can imagine, maybe you've seen at the zoo, a kangaroo with the baby's head sticking out. Well, as mom bends down to eat, baby can eat. And as mom bends down to drink, baby can drink. So although it lives its young life in the pouch, it's already eating and drinking on its own. This is the Dama wallaby, also coming from Australia. All right, the next animal also lives in a pouch, and I'll see if you can guess what it is. And I will give you a hint. What is this? A what? No, it's just a silly guy hopping around with a pouch. In fact, it's the largest of all marsupials. This is a red kangaroo baby. And what do you call a baby kangaroo? A joey. Even if it's a female, it's called a joey. And in fact, this is a female red kangaroo. Female red kangaroos grow to 4 foot and about 75 to 85 pounds. Now males, on the other hand, reach over 6 foot tall and weigh about 175 pounds. So they're very large animals. And unlike the Dama, they are not nervous because they're so big and strong, they're not afraid of anything. They have very powerful legs, capable of kicking very hard, and they can jump 25 feet in a single jump. Well, that's longer than any Olympic long jumper. And they can run 25 miles an hour. So with that, they're very confident. Even the dingo won't go after them through the outback of Australia because they can't hop that long or run that fast. So they don't even bother chasing the kangaroo because they're so fast and jump so long. This is the red kangaroo, largest of all the marsupials, again coming from Australia.